drugs, don't do them. Used to, when I was a boy, young, I'd do anything, you know? LSD, that was about the strongest drug I ever did. Acid, I don't know if you ever done acid, but I remember when I was young and they'd tell me, they go, you gotta be careful with that acid on account of you can do it, and then you have a flashback, like 10 years could pass, 20 years could pass, and then you get a flashback. So I thought, well, that sounds like a good deal, you know? And I went to my drug dealer, Frank. I said, Frank, is there a drug on the market where I pay you $5? I take the drug, I get high, and then 20 years later I get high again? And he said, yes. And I think of myself as somebody who is good at stretching his drug dollar. But the point of the whole thing is for me to tell you young folk that it's not true at all. You know, because I have not done LSD since I was a teenager. 10 years have passed, 20 years have passed. Sadly, 30 years have passed. And still, no flat. What a gyp that turned out to be. Just more horse shit by the big acid companies, if you ask me. And I don't want to get too political, but if you think big acid cares about you, the little guy, they care about their third quarter profits. That's what they care about.
If you're in a group that I made fun of, then just know that I probably would only make fun of you if I see myself in you. I make fun of poor white people because I was once poor. And I know that the only difference between a poor black person and a poor white person is that a poor white person feels like it's not supposed to be happening to them. Everything else is the same. I know what it's like to have a cold house. I wasn't allowed to touch the thermostat growing up without asking my father. And it would be fucking freezing in the house. I'd be like, Dad, please, can I please just turn the heat up to like, I don't know, 32, nigga? It's really cold. And my dad would say, just put more clothes on, David. Got all three of my outfits on, nigga. When you look at me, I'm freezing up here. And he said, just don't think about how cold you are, David. And I said this, I didn't say it to him, but I said it in front of him so he could hear. I said, I fucking hate being poor. And my dad got really upset. He didn't scream or holler, that wasn't his way. He just threw the newspaper on the floor and he said, David, 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 you are not poor. He said, poor is a mentality. He said it's a mentality that very few people ever recover from. Don't you forget it, son. You are broke. And I said, well, Dad, whatever you want to call this, it's wildly uncomfortable.
I was in the airport and guys were asking everyone my ID, and it occurred to me that ID is a strange abbreviation because I is short for I, and then D is short for identification. So it seems to me D is doing most of the legwork on that one. But Vegas was cool. They have a motto in Vegas. They got their own slogan for the city. It says, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Which is not true. You know, you can't kill a guy and then just leave. You know? They'll follow you. They'll find you. They'll bring you back and they'll try you in front of a jury of your peers. So I thought, well, what does it mean anyways? You know, I ruminated about it. Days and days and nights. Sleepless weeks became sleepless more weeks. And finally, it occurred to me. It was so simple. It was right in front of my face the entire time. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. All it really means is you can go to Vegas, you can have sex with a prostitute, she will not tell your wife. They're very discreet, the Las Vegas prostitutes. Yeah? Not like these gossipy small town whores back where you live. You know? These fucking blabbermouths. Down at the beauty parlor with that pale blue thing over their head, whatever the fuck that is. Going, you're Marge Majerison, John Neal's wife? Well, by God. I took a shit on him last night. In exchange for cash. Nice fella.